Think driving a big rig is easy? Think again. Mega Hub is taking you into the heart of hardcore hauling, where every mile is a mission. That wasn't a turn, it was a full-on demolition derby. The truck kissed the roundabout and vanished like nothing happened. Garden Grove won't forget this blaze anytime soon. Garbage trucks are supposed to collect trash, not set ablaze. Someone give that dash cam footage to the traffic police. This guy's a danger to everyone. Aviation history on the move. Transporting the two 154M, 48 meters of Cold War steel, and 50-plus tons of legendary Soviet engineering isn't your average delivery. Rolling through Kunovice with millimeter-level precision, this is top-tier logistics in action. When fate decides you need a parking spot and makes it happen in style. The silence after the crash hit harder than the forklift ever could. Everyone knew, this one's going on the safety training tape. This is why we respect the laws of physics. Either you follow them, or they remind you who's in charge. Often with a loud bang. A steel beast on city streets, Edmonton just witnessed a logistics masterpiece. 780 tons of precision, escorted at a crawl, making its way to Fort McMurray. When size defies infrastructure, only the best planners prevail. When a machine designed to lift tons of weight ends up toppling, you know things have gone way beyond just a bad day at work. When a bobcat has more moves than half the dancers on TikTok, this is construction gone full freestyle. When McTrans unleashes its V8 Mac and C16 Titans, it's not just transport. It's a show of brute strength on wheels. That deep rumble isn't just engine noise. It's the sound of authority clearing a path. One wrong move and it could have been a disaster, but nope, he handled it like a pro, like he's been doing this in his sleep. Now that's a plot twist. Who needs a tow truck when your local bus turns into a superhero on ice? You'd think this is common sense, but here we are. A simple mistake that could have cost a fortune. That forklift hit the ground hard, but his walk said, "Man, seen worse." Absolute legend. Why not get a permanent license? It's dangerous on the street like this. Handling giant slabs of marble isn't just about raw power. It's about control, balance, and teamwork. The Caterpillar and Komatsu loaders prove their worth at the Bureau's quarry, squeezing through tight passes and steep inclines with millimeter-perfect accuracy. Every lift and turn is a test of experience and machine capability. One second you're lifting beams, the next you're rebuilding the whole scene. When When you've got 2 pipelines to dig and 0 time to waste, the Tesmec 1475 says, "Hold my gearbox." This beast doesn't just trench, it carves through earth like it's on a mission. One second, total silence. The next, a firestorm of rock and dust erupts like a volcanic beast breaking free. One more second, one more inch. That would have ended very differently. The moment the pipe left the ground, so did all logic and safety regulations. Precision like this doesn't just happen. It's pure skill and years of experience at work. This truck clearly thinks confidence can replace tires. Bold strategy. Who says logging trucks have to be massive? This compact powerhouse just made big rigs look clumsy. Someone buy that driver a lottery ticket. He just used up all his luck for the year. Every hoist is a statement, and Kamaz 4325 says loud and clear, "I've got this." With hydraulics tighter than a submarine hatch and a frame forged for battle, it makes lifting heavy look effortless. Hauling a 90-ton Caterpillar D11R isn't just about power. It's about engineering perfection. The Drake 8x8 trailer is built like a rolling fortress, distributing weight so precisely that even a load this massive moves with surprising grace. That icy road looks like it could swallow trucks whole, but Kamaz just powers through like it owns the place. Absolute legend. One does not simply park in the Netherlands without drama. The Cat R1700G, built tough, tested tougher. That rockfall was a real-life durability test. When the ground gets tough, you don't call just any bulldozer, you call the DUTRAD 4KB. This beast doesn't push dirt, it moves mountains. If you ever doubt machine control, just watch this Scania G490 casually back down a slope with 32 tons. Unreal. Relocating a dragline used to be like moving a mountain. Slow, risky, and brutal on the gear. But with Luminant's 1,000-wheel transport system, it's like putting a skyscraper on skates. Smooth, safe, and way faster. Well, that's one way to test a truck's durability, unfortunately against a moving train. Wow! They dropped an 80-foot grain elevator right between the railroad and the busiest street, like threading a needle with a building. That's insane precision. Talk about logistical perfection. Transporting a 33.4-meter-long, 227-ton vessel alongside another 28.4-meter-long, 152-ton unit is like moving skyscrapers laid on their sides. Every turn, every incline, every obstacle on the road from Bukit Rambai to Tegan Kling Jetty needs pinpoint execution. whoever was driving needs a refresher on how not to play bumper cars in traffic. Blink and you'll miss it. That Kubota just wiped out an entire structure in record time.
Are you at 100% flat, Jace, or what?
Now that's some serious horsepower teamwork. When a Max Superliner's pushing and pulling a beast like the Cat 994, you know it's not just a move, it's a mission. Shout out to the HHA gang for wrangling that monster through those hills like it's just another day at the office. Richie Bros to Darlington Park Quarry? Consider it conquered.
Yeah, mate, I'll be right. Yeah, no worries, mate. Hold him back on the jugs.
Wind turbine blades aren't just big, they're monsters, and moving them is a science of its own. CN's specialized train takes on the challenge with custom rail cars, laser-guided securing systems, and locomotive horsepower designed for the long haul. Hold up. Are we sure this isn't a truck carrying another truck? This is truckception at its finest. Watching that SV300 roll down feels like watching a tightrope act in steel boots. .7 tons of sheer power crawling up that death-defying incline. This isn't just skill, it's pure nerve and mastery of machine and terrain. They didn't just move metal, they moved a mountain of weight. 900 tons, steep grade, and still climbing. This is heavy haul at its most savage. Every time the Cockham's 822 raises its nose, it's like it's saying, "This load, just another day's work for me." One second, it's a heroic rescue. The next, it's total disaster. That crane went down like a house of cards, and that operator barely made it out. Unreal. Even the mighty John Deere 7250 meets its match sometimes. That mud wasn't just soft, it was like quicksand waiting to swallow giants. This beast doesn't plow snow, it erases winter from the map. When you're moving massive turbine blades, it's not just about horsepower, it's about balance, aerodynamics, and millimeter-perfect precision. Hauling a nuclear reactor on a lowboy? That's not just transport, it's a high-stakes chess match on wheels. Every move counts. One wrong turn, and it's chaos. That's why only the pros touch this job. Coordinating permits, plotting routes like generals, and locking that load down like Fort Knox. Precision or nothing. That was next level. Like, comment, and hit subscribe. We've got plenty more thrills coming your way.